questions. So we start the chapters. Which one? Plant function and structures. Okay, in this chapters we already covers the topic stem, correct, leaf, different types of arrangement of leaves, alternate leaves, okay, opposite leaves. That after that venations, parallel venation and reticulate variation. Okay, so after that you can observe this figure. Carefully observe the fully open biggest flower here. Okay, so what you observe in there, some the stamen is there, anther is there, pedicle is there, pental is there. Okay, so one by one you can study that more detailedly. Flower may have a long or short tall called pedicles. Where is the pedicle? This one. Just wait. This one is a pedicle. Okay, which may be have short or long. Okay. One end of the pedicle is attached to the stem. So this one is the below part is attached to the stem. The other end of the pedicle is expanded and so on. So this one is the expanded and where is the open ended, that's this all on. It is also it is called the reticulate. So the open place is also called the reticulated. Where is that? Okay, so that is open, it is called the reticulated. Okay, also called the common name is there. Okay, the second is the claques or corals and antricunium and gymnasium are different part of the flowers. So here is there pental, anther, stigma. These are the different part of the flower. So let's discuss one by one part of the this flower. So first one is the claques. Is the bud collection. The petals are covered by leaf-like parts called sepals, which are green in color. They form the calyx. Okay, so calyx is a part. Calyx is the part which covers the bud collections. Okay, so the small bud collection which cover in the calyx. Outermost hole of flower. So outermost hole of flower is also called calyx. Green in color and protective in nature. So calyx is in protective in nature. Okay. The petal is bud conditions are covered by the calyx. So bud conditions are covered by the calyx. Calyx is the very important product protective in nature. Second is corolla. This is made up of colorful part called petals. This is colorful part petal. This is called a corolla. Okay. Observe the shape, color and smell of the corolla of various flowers like the rose, cresswim, hibiscus, mogra, canary. So you can yes, every has different corollas. So that will be you can observe their smell of different plant or different flower, that is rose, mogra, canary, as different near to whatever you are near to your location plant available. That corolla you can take a smell and you can calculate that what will be the happen in there. Okay. So next part is just wait. So next part is anthraquinums. This is the male reproductive part of flowers. So anthraquinum is present in the male reproductive part. Okay. So basically this is present for the male reproductive part, and flower which is made up of stemness. Each stemness has an anther and fragment. So that are the male reproductive part, and that is consist of stamens. Each stamens is consist of or made up of anther and filament. So here is the anther and the filament. Okay, so that is the male reproductive part. Okay, for the flowers. Next is the gymnasiums. This is the female reproductive part. This is the female reproductive part, and anthracite is the male reproductive part. Okay, part of the flowers. This is made up of carpels. Carpels consists of stamina, style, and ovary. So carpels which consist of stamina, cycles, and ovary. These are the gymnasium part, and this consists of carpels, ovary. Okay, these are the female reproductive parts. Take a vertical section of hibiscus flowers with the help of sharp blade. By cutting the flower vertically from the stamina to pedicles, both sections of the flower will be seen to have the same structures. Okay. After the maturity, anther burst and the pollen grain which are released fall on the stamina. So after the maturity, the anthers is the which one part is the male parts which can burst, and um, yes, pollen grain which are released fall in the stamina. This process is called pollination. So pollination is the when the anther is burst, and with the help of airs or whatever this with it can be happen in the pollination process or pollen grains which is released in fall in the stamina. This process is called pollination. Due to pollinations, only egg cells is ovary get fertilized. What will be happen due to pollination? Due to pollination, all of the edge of the ovary get fertilized, and fertilized all ovals from the seeds, and ovary develop into the fruit. So after the pollinations, fertilized ovals are get to the seeds, and ovals develop into the fruit. So how to develop a fruit? With the help of pollinations of pollinations. Okay, just wait. So due to pollinations, we observe the fruit and seed. Seeds come from fertilized ovals, and fruit comes from ovary. Okay, yes. Okay, so next part. Yes, so of what used to plant are the insect feeling about around its flowers. So these are the questions, or use your brain so you can answer of that. Okay, so you can write a question and answer about that. Okay, complete the following part. So last is part is the fruit. Fruit is coming from the pollination process, is it? So yes, fruit is come from the pollination process. So here is a fruit. We eat a food, many different food. So you can see in pictures. So different types of fruit is there. Each type of fruit has its own characteristics. So different fruit taste is different, their color is different, their size is different. So there is a different in their characteristics also. There are variation in their shape, color, taste, etc. Okay, the mango contain only one seed, where the jackfruit consists of many small fruitlets, each its own seed. So different types of fruit have the different characteristics. Okay, observe the fruits in bear, ziziphus, mango, chiku, apple, etc. Do you what do you observe that each fruit has different skin or shell? Correct. So mango fruit have different different skill. Okay, apple have different skin or shell. Is it? So Each fruit has a different skin and shell, fleshy part and seed. In each case of fruit like cashew, it is the seed is outside is the cover or outside is the fruit. Is it cashew? Cashew is the outside is the there is a fruit. Okay, inside is a nothing there. Okay, so there is a different types of fruit and different is their characteristics. Okay, soak the seeds of the pea, wheat, rye, jowar, groundnut in water for 3 to 4 hours. Okay. Press the seed with your finger and observe them. Which seed get divided into two equal parts. Seed which get divided into two equal parts are called dicotyledonous plant seeds, and seed which do not divide it into two equal parts is called monocotyledonous seeds. These are the monocotyledonous means single seeds, and dicotyledonous means they will be divided into two parts. Okay, that are the basic difference between the dicotyledonous plant and monocotyledonous plants. So you can complete these chapters. So today class we what you study about that. In today class we first observe the hibiscus flowers. Is it in hibiscus flower there is the pedicels. Okay, so pedicels, the stalk of the flower is called pedicels. Where is the pedicel? Stalk of the flower is called a pedicle. This one is a pedicels. Okay, this one is a pedicels. Okay. Yes, it may be long or short. It may be how long, okay, or maybe how short. It depend on the different types of flowers. One end is attached to the stem, so this one is below end is attached to the stem, and above end is the open end. These are the characteristics of the pedicles. They may be asked to define the pedicle is the one question mark question. So next point you study that recipetals. Recipetal is that just wait. Recipetals. Okay, the recipetal is what end of the pedicle which is attached to the flower is enlarged and swollen. This is called a recipetal. So here is this part of this one is attached to here, another part is the open, that's called the recipetals. Okay, next is the clavex. Clavex is the outer hole of the flowers. Okay, so clavex is the outer hole of the flower. This one the clavex. Okay, this one is the clavex, is the outer hole of the flower is the clavex. So you study that clavex also. What is the characteristics of the clavex, or what is the specialty of clavex? Clavex is the outermost hole of the flower, green in color and productive in nature. So they are the mostly in the protective in nature. They are the protect the flowers from injuries and any other from insect and all these things. Okay, these are the protective nature. They are petals and bud condition are covered only by the calvus. These are the birds also, ori also, that are the covered by the clavex. Okay, so next point you study that the corolla. So what you do, petals make a corolla. Petals may be color in white, or petals means there is a outer part of that, that's called petals. So petal may be color or they may be white. It depends on the which types of flower we observe. According to that, their petal may be colors or they may be white in color. Okay, okay, so after that we study the anther. Anther is a more reproductive part flower which is made up of stamen. Each stamen has a anther and filament. So that each stamen has a anther and filament. Here is observe that this one is the stamen part. Okay, and that contains anther and filament. These are the uh, uh, male reproductive part. Okay, after that you observe that gymnosperm. Okay, so gymnasium is the female reproductive part of flower which is made up of carpels. Each carpels consists of stemma, style and ovary. So these are the part of that what female reproductive part, and this consists of ovary and the stylish. These are the consist in this part of gymnosperm. Okay. So next point or next concept is pollination. You observe that pollen grains that are released from the anther fall on the stamina of another flower. This process is called pollination. So this will be covered into this, and pollination will be happens. After that pollination, fruit will be developed. Okay. So what is the fruit? After the final point is that what will be the fruit. They have the different characteristics of fruit. Each fruit has its own specific characteristics. The variation of fruits are the respect to their shape, color, taste, skin, fleshy part, and seed, etc. Fruit like cashew has its seeds outside the fruit. Okay, so cashew fruit which have on the outside their fruit. Okay, so and different mango have inside their seeds. Okay, so apple have inside their seeds. So you can observe into your net to your location or your market or your home also. So after that we can study the dicotyledonous seeds and monocotyledonous seeds. Dicotyledonous seeds means they have the two part when do you press that. Okay, the seeds of like a jar, wheat, rice. If you the press that, they may be divided into two parts. That is the dicotyledonous seeds, and monocotyledonous seeds is that they do not divide it into two or more parts. Okay, so the second chapter is also complete. Okay.